Hey everyone, we're back here with another 10+0 rapid game. Let's do it. Another Sicilian, another Nimzowitsch. I'm going to play knight f6 on move 2, egging my opponent to push the pawn forward. That's kind of like an Alekhine. And wow, my opponent goes for the maximalist approach. He's probably going to play d4 next. Or not. So now, since he didn't play d4 immediately, now I can stop him from playing d4, which I'm very, very happy about. And I think I'll go probably g6 here, yeah. Go bishop g7, and I'm going to apply maximum pressure. Much pressure as I can on this pawn. And actually, he's losing the pawn. Yeah, he lost the pawn, actually. I could take on e5 with my bishop immediately. But then after knight takes, pawn takes, and bishop h6, it looks a little bit annoying. So I'm going to play d6 next, and maybe e5 in the future. And now I'm just up a pawn now, so I'm pretty happy. He's probably going to play bishop f4. I'll probably play d6, probably. That's probably the move I'll choose. I could go back. No, I think d6 is better. And I just need to improve my knight. Maybe get my knight to c5. Probably castle first, though. Bring my bishop out. I have some very, very easy moves. Very, very easy moves. I'm not going to do anything complicated here. I expect him to play a move like queen d2. That move also makes sense, too. Yeah, sure. Why not? Kind of. I think I'll probably just take. Knight takes. Oh, queen b6 here, actually. Queen b6 doesn't look that bad. Queen b6. I kind of like it. Yeah, so. Okay. Bishop e3 looks a little bit annoying. But it's probably fine. a6 makes sense. Knight c6 makes sense. Knight c6 and then a6 makes sense. Everything makes sense here. Maybe I'll play bishop e6, attacking the pawn, and then rotate my knight back to guard d4 with my knight. I think that's a solid plan. And my bishop on e6 also guards my pawn on e7. So I think I'm going to try to develop my pieces as harmoniously as possible. That's kind of my goal here. My queen is running short of squares to go to. I really just want to complete development and just finish. I don't like how knight d4 is going to come, so I got to play knight c6. Knight c6. So I did get him to commit his rook to a square he already wanted to go to. But that's probably not a success at all. But a6 seems pretty reasonable to me. a6, knight c3 looks fine. Rook c8 also makes sense. Yeah, let's say rook c8. I think just developing like a normal person makes perfect sense here. Yeah, actually knight d4. King a5 also. I kind of like this move. So knight here, or queen here, queen takes, bishop takes, knight d4, attacking the bishop on e6. There's no attack on e7 as of now, so I think it's okay. I'm just going to play this move. Mine as well. Of course, if he takes the bishop, then I take his queen for free, but he's not going to blunder that. Probably knight c3 is a reasonable enough move. Knight takes a7? Is that his idea? So his idea is, hey, you just blundered a pawn. And I'm like, I don't care though. He's not afraid at all about his knight. b3. Knight here. Knight c6. I think I have good I think I still have good pressure. Oh shoot, Damula! Wow, b4. Oh goodness gracious, dude. I don't know how I do this to myself. You know, and that was just dumb. That was just dumb. That was dumb. Yeah, I guess I'll just give up. Give up the rook like that. So I have a pawn for the piece, or pawn for the exchange, I guess. Still not good. Yeah, was not ideal to say the least. If he's not careful, I might be able to trap his knight on the edge of the board, but like if you imagine like bishop takes, knight takes, let's say h3. Wow, I was not expecting that move. I'm gonna go here. I can take. He takes. Yeah, rook here makes sense. Yeah, he's doing quite well for sure. Quite well for sure. Okay, he actually prioritizes getting his knight out of there, which is really interesting actually. If I take here, he's gonna go here. If I take here, he's gonna go a6. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take this pawn. If he goes a3, I'm just gonna go bishop d7 and try to trade. I think he should have gotten the rook to the 7th rank and killed me from there, but luckily not super precise. I mean, there's a small chance I'll be able to hold this, but probably not. Actually, I realized, just thinking out loud here, yeah, he has got a lot of pieces here. Okay, I'm just gonna go here. Knight d4 is probably the move. Do I throw in e5 or not? I throw in e5, rook c7, counter-attacking. Then bishop e8. Can't take because I take. So it's not super easy for him to convert, especially if we trade all the pieces on the same side of the board. Okay. Rook here. Knight here. Let's double up. Let's double up on the A file. He's going to take with the bishop? I actually don't know. His position is very much losing. But it's a little bit less losing now. If I take, bishop takes, pawn takes. Yeah, this is less losing now. G3 is probably the move I expect here. I have 3 pawns for the piece, so actually it's not super easy for him for what that's worth. Really not. He could infiltrate on the back rank or on c7 or c8 because he can meet rook a1 check with bishop f1. Now that's what he decides to do, so I will accept that. And d5, e6 takes, e5 takes, d5 here, d6 first or not? I'm just gonna bring my king forward. I know I want to do that, so I'm just gonna play it. Might not be the best though. I really want to trade off all these pawns. I don't believe in the fact that maybe I'll be able to what is that move? What does f3 do? g5. I think I will play g5 though. I really want to trade off these pawns for these pawns. g5, king g6, takes. I'm okay with that too, because I get 2 connected passers, so maybe I can develop some counterplay based on that. I mean, all of this is hopeless, but might as well try my best, I guess. Sure. I'm just going to take. I want to play e5 next. e5, bishop c4, h5 maybe? I'll just play e5. Bishop c4, I actually... A rook here. Not much to do here. Bishop... Okay, yeah. Yeah, I thought I was going to go rook there, so this is actually a bit better than I'm just going to go rook here. Bishop e3. Okay, that move also makes a lot of sense too. Part of me wants to go rook c5, takes, king d5, king here, f6, king here, then king here, takes, king here. I cannot go forward because then he'll take that pawn. Now king h4, king here, king h3, king here. I'm getting too low on time here, so probably gonna lose this one, but I guess it happens. Go here and here. The one trick if he takes is mate. That's the one trick. Not really a trick, really. More like a hopeless hope. Okay, good game. Good game. Alright, so I screwed up pretty badly. Everything about this was bad. So that was a mistake apparently. Knight e6 was better. I guess his knights are stumbling over each other. So after like bishop here, maybe I can play a6 and I control the d4 square, which is good. But nice to know that bishop e6 and knight c6 was a decent idea. Rook c1 was okay. a6 was better. Knight c3, knight d4 attacking the bishop. Bishop d3 and b5. So it wanted me just to continue playing on that side of the board. And yeah, my rook gets opened on the a file. That's a pretty deep idea that I did not realize. I kind of go for this because it was very forceful. Apparently it was bad because what happened in the game is taking on a7. So once again, probably a6 eventually. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, this was bad. Did I have any hope after this point? Yeah, I think I correctly assessed that this is really hard for him to win, but really hard for me not to lose also. Rook b6. Yeah, h5 was fine. e6, so I want me to slowly advance my pawns. King g7. Well, less slowly advance my pawns and more just sit there and wait. That's my biggest issue in chess. Like, I just don't like to sit there and wait. And yeah, I knew everything he was losing, but oh well. All right, well, I'll see you guys in the next one.